Welcome to Once Upon a Homestead. Today, I am sharing about one of my favorite homestead helpers, the KitchenAid 4.5 quart stand mixer and compatible accessories that fit most mixers in the KitchenAid family. You are absolutely going to love these, and I made sure to link them in the description box below for you. For me, this mixer is the perfect size for most of my recipes. The mixer has a tilt head, and it comes with the removable stainless steel mixing bowl, a mixing paddle, a large whisk, and a dough hook. It has 10 adjustable speeds, a safety lock, and it comes in multiple colors. But one of the best things about this mixer is the variety of compatible accessories that are sold separately, making it so much more than your standard mixer. KitchenAid has been around since the 1900s. I have owned mine for at least a decade, and it has stood the test of time, and I plan on passing it down to my kids like my grandma did for my mom. I remember spending the summers on my grandparents' farm. Grandma had the cutest names for her appliances and her animals. She called her mixer Gussy May, the nickname of a sweet little old lady named Augustine who lived on another farm up the road. I remember asking her, "Grandma, why does your mixer have a name?" Her eyes lit up as she smiled and said, "I actually named it after a dear friend. I met her a few months before I gave birth to your mother. I was just thinking about her." Every time I was up to my elbows making sourdough loaves and kneading dough in the mixer, Gussy May would show up at the door with a sweet smile and a jug of fresh milk asking to borrow a cup of sugar or some eggs. In the beginning, I thought it was a little strange that she needed eggs because she had a chicken farm. Turns out she heard that I was expecting my first baby, and that was her way of being neighborly, coming by to check on me and making sure I was doing okay. It was always so nice to see her. Without even asking, she would help me finish baking and hang the laundry on the clothesline. Once we finished, we would sit out on the front porch with some lemonade in the rocking chairs next to the radio. Grandma disappeared for a minute and came back with a picture in an old frame. "This sweet lady is Miss Gussy May?" she said as she carefully placed the frame next to the mixer. She smiled and said that every time she uses the mixer, she thinks of her. She also told me, when you get your first mixer, make sure it's a KitchenAid and make sure that you name it something fun. I smiled and said, "I promise I will." I truly loved going to the farm and baking with Grandma. Those were some of the best memories of my childhood. I could hardly wait to grow up and have a mixer of my own. I remember the day when my mixer arrived. I unboxed it and took one look at it on the counter and decided to name it Betty White, like the famous actress from the Golden Girls. It reminded me of her because it looked so bright and cheerful. This mixer is hands down one of my favorite items in our homestead kitchen, and we make something with it just about every day. It was amazing to discover that the accessories could replace quite a few small appliances. I have quite the collection now, and I keep all of them in a basket in my pantry, making it super easy to find what I need when I need it. In case you are wondering how big the mixer is, here are the dimensions. The mixer weighs a little over 24 pounds, and the footprint is 14.1 inches deep, by 8.7 inches wide, and 13.9 inches tall. And using compatible accessories with your KitchenAid mixer is super easy. Let me explain how they work. On the front of the mixer is a small round silver KitchenAid logo with a black knob attached to the removable screw. Once removed, this will expose the power hub, where your accessories will attach and be powered by the motor of the mixer. You can adjust the speed on the side of the mixer if needed. Always be sure to follow the safety instructions and reinsert the screw if required. The first accessory that I use regularly in the kitchen is a stainless steel attachment that can grate, shred, and slice. This attachment comes with 4 blade styles and works perfectly when I need to shred cheese, grate carrots, or slice small vegetables. Speaking of fresh vegetables, the next accessory is a peeler attachment. This accessory comes with multiple blades, and it works great for peeling apples, potatoes, and one of our personal favorites, zucchini noodles, also known as zoodles. We also use it to make curly fries and apple rings. Another accessory that gets a lot of mileage around here is a meat grinder with a sausage link attachment. This comes in handy for making everything from ground beef, chicken, or turkey patties, and custom blends like beef and pork for meatballs, or you can even make delicious homemade sausage links and flavorful sausage patties. Whether you get your meat in bulk from a market or locally source it, having a meat grinder can open up possibilities for a variety of homemade items for a fraction of the cost per pound. This next attachment is perfect for anyone that wants to mill their own flour and grains, but not ready to commit to a full-size grain mill. The attachment can grind barley, wheat, corn, and other non-oily grains quickly and easily. You can choose the consistency from fine to coarse. In addition to flour for baking, it's also great for making homemade grits. I like to use a mix of white and yellow unpopped popcorn kernels, and it turns out fantastic. If you love homemade pasta, then this accessory is for you. It's a pasta press for making homemade pasta on demand. It comes with 5 interchangeable pasta plates, so you can make different pasta shapes. It even has a built-in pasta cutter. I love making fresh pasta because I can choose the ingredients. It cooks much faster than store-bought, and it just tastes better. Here is another one of my favorite pasta attachments. This is a 3-in-1 accessory that can make ravioli-style pasta, sheets of pasta for lasagna, and spaghetti noodles. This is fantastic for prepping multiple meals from a single batch of dough. Simply use your favorite pasta dough recipe in the mixer, using the dough hook, and then use the attachment to shape your pasta. I also like to use the lasagna sheet setting to make dough layers for baking mini cinnamon rolls. Since I decided to keep my mixer on the counter, I wanted to find something that makes it easy to move around without lifting it. This accessory is a mixer slider that fits directly under your mixer, making it easy to slide the mixer on smooth surfaces like countertops and kitchen islands. This also comes with a mixing blade organizer and a stick-on cord keeper. Last but not least, this accessory does not require a connection to the power hub, but is one of my favorites. This is a splash guard for your mixer that comes in handy when you are mixing or whisking at high speeds. It also has a cutout on top for adding other ingredients while the mixer is mixing, and another piece that can be used to cover the center hole of the lid so you can store it in the fridge. Not only does this mixer come in multiple colors, but it is just the right size and is easy to use. It has tons of compatible accessories, and it's easy to clean, making it one of my favorite Homestead helpers. Thanks for watching. Visit us at onceuponahomestead.com for recipes and more homestead finds. Wishing you delicious dishes from our homestead to yours. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Once Upon a Homestead YouTube channel.